All right, there we go. I'm just gonna get right into it today. I think probably I'll do a little bit of a shorter stream and kind of take it easy from there, and yeah, just have a good time with it. So today I am on a new dev branch in my SVG library because I'm gonna start reworking the translate, rotate, all of those sorts of functions because there's work I need to do on those. And so I think that's probably a good place to go. So I just have to clean up my workspace here and get things booted up and going, you know? I'm also going to tweet out my new, or tweet out the fact that I'm streaming. You know the deal. Let's see here. What's up? Right. Okay, so let's do all this stuff here. So I've got, oops, I want to be down here. Sesman quit. Hope my audio is sounding okay. Just realizing, yeah, no, it looks okay. All right, let's go with this. I'm gonna just kill that. Just setting up my workspace here. Oops. SVG-CLJ feedback from Greencoder is actually what I'm working on still, so we're all good with that. There we go. Okay, so now I can go ahead and pop open SVG and get some work done, hopefully. There's always more to do. But let's see what we've got in terms of working code. Hopefully it's good. Okay. So let's see if we can get a quick test runner for a moment here. Does this work? Closure.repl/ tools. Okay, well, whatever. No big deal. I really should build a bit of a dev profile, eh? Realizing that now, but hey, whatever. No big deal. Let's see. Closure CLI or CLI test runner. I'm trying to remember if there's a built-in. Let's do this. Hope everyone's doing okay this morning, by the way. I'm just trying to plug away at my library here. The main sort of thing I want to play around with is having a look at changing how I approach, how I built the translate, rotate, translate and rotate to begin. I just want to see how I handle those, and might simultaneously see if it makes sense to just pull out the spec elements, in particular the predicate function that has some spec stuff built into it. So that will be a bit of the work today, and I just want to put a short test runner in place. Let's see if there's any help with this. I don't remember. Well, let's just see what we've got here. CLJM test. This will scan the test directory and it'll run it. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, let's not overcomplicate things here. Let's just try this one. Cognitect Labs seems like a fairly reliable place to go. I'll just close the REPL. I opened it a little prematurely, but that's all right. Let's add into the depths here. Should I do it alias wise? I suppose that's not a bad idea. Git SHA test runner. You know what? I'll just copy this one to one like this. Why not? Copy that, and that has to go inside here, like such, like so. Let's see what happens then when I do. When I run test with that alias and everything, cloning. So it's downloading the deps and everything. Syntax error. Ah, okay. Failing. Not even running the tests. I'm failing before that. I have syntax problems in the tests, which is not great, but that's okay. These are why we run these things, right? Path as p. Refer polygon path. Let's do that, and let's try this again. Hey, there we go. Okay, so the tests are running. Now I want to see if I could just have it run anytime I save it so that I get errors quickly, because that'll be nice and easy. Right, okay, so now that we've got some basics in place here with the test namespace that's kind of working, here's what I'm gonna just do right away. I am going to just I'll just get rid of this. It's gone completely. Right, so a sandbox namespace really is nothing important. It, in fact, might be worth just getting rid of in the final thing, but you know what? I think sandbox is okay. Well, maybe instead of just calling it sandbox, we'll just go examples, right? I don't know. It's a little hard to. Here's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Absinthe, you're back, in part to help get to affiliate. Well, I've got a little bit of news up for that already. Last night, I got the little notification I actually have reached the requirements to get affiliate status. So I have to. The raid and everyone's help just tipped it right over into the category of of affiliate. So yeah, congrats. Yeah, thanks. I am I completely shocked. I completely did not expect it to happen. At least not this quickly. I mean, I've been streaming. I guess I've been streaming for a while now, but I'm a programming streamer that streams on Emacs with Clojure. It's like a niche inside a niche. So anyway, I didn't expect it to happen for a while anyway. So I have affiliate, and I'm caught a little bit off guard by it. So I have to do my research. There's like, I'm not sure what you know about affiliate status and everything, but you need to like fill out tax information so that you can actually get a payout from Amazon and all that stuff. So I have to read through all that carefully, make sure I do it properly. So I'm on Emacs, Vanilla, Doom, Spacemacs, or something else entirely. It's essentially a vanilla Emacs. I installed it with Brew on Mac OS. It's vanilla Emacs is the simplest way to break it down. And the reason I went with that, so I didn't know Emacs before I started Clojure at all. And the real reason I picked Emacs as a thing to learn is other Clojure devs were using it. So I figured if I needed help figuring stuff out, it would be kind of lined up already with what a lot of people knew, so I could find answers relatively quickly. That was the idea. I think it was a reasonably wise choice. But then I didn't want to go with Doom or Spacemacs or anything because I wanted to make sure I was learning, at the very least, the most basics of the program itself. And now that I know Emacs reasonably well to use it, now is the time where I feel comfortable starting to look into what those different things might actually offer. And to be honest, so everyone from TJ's stream, I'm sure you're Emacs curious, but you've been a VI Vim user for forever. Until last week, you didn't have anything in VimRC. Oh, you kept it nice and basic in the Vim world. Yeah, so I watched, just out of a morbid sense of curiosity, the little bit of the end of TJ's stream when he was picking who to raid, and it made me laugh. He was talking about, oh, this guy, he's using Emacs. And then before he was about to send the chat over to my chat, he said, "No, I'm not gonna go until you all promise to be to be nice," even though he's an Emacs user, and that made me laugh so much. It was really funny. But yeah, I like to keep things kind of vanilla because if for some reason I lose my configurations, if I have to start completely fresh on everything, I've got some knowledge, I've got enough knowledge to kind of get myself going again, you know? So I feel like that's a pretty, I don't know, I feel like it's a smart way to kind of not become overly reliant on other people's setups. It's not a hard and fast rule. I mean, I use other libraries and stuff, so. Your team is pretty evenly split between Emacs, Vim, and VS Code. Hey, Wandar, sorry if I get your name wrong. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. Oh man, my animations are not working. I'll have to work on that one. Yeah, Emacs, Vim, and VS Code. I have VS Code installed, and every once in a while I do some editing in it so that I'm kind of up to date on what's going on with VS Code, just to keep my eyes open, you know? You recently added a linter to Vim, specifically YAML linting. Most of your day-to-day is editing YAML configs. I think you were mentioning that yesterday as well, right? YAML, because you do DevOps stuff, right? Was that you, Absinthe? I think it was you. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I'm do my best to remember details, but sometimes you get a lot of stuff thrown at you, so it doesn't always stick up here, you know? Let's see. All right, I've made a decision. I'm gonna just get rid of this sandbox thing entirely, and I'll just stick to writing things in examples. Here, I'm going to remove sandbox entirely. Oops. There we go. Yeah, Ansible, Terraform largely. Right, cool. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't blame you for wanting a linter to help you with YAML stuff. I get it with any structure of any kind. You sometimes need to rely on nesting, right? And I get so lost with really deep nesting in a big file. Like I just feel like I'm lost somewhere in the context, like I've lost context, you know? So linters can be helpful for all kinds of stuff like that. Proper indentation, proper opening and closing things. It's all nice to not have to worry too much about it and have a computer do the work for you, kind of, right? Okay, so let me clean up this examples thing just a smidge. Sorry, just trying to think about. Well, let's see if it'll work. Okay, it doesn't complain about missing symbols or anything like that. That's good. I wonder if this will actually work. It does not. Oh, I have to eval the whole section. Oh. Let's do this. In VS Code, one of the coolest plugins is Indent Rainbow. Indent Rainbow. Just as a heads up, I have no problem with people sharing links. I don't immediately open them up on screen for primarily two reasons. One, if people are trolling, it's not really a great thing to have that on the screen. Two, I actually have my chat open on a different computer, and it's just, I don't want to, I can't easily, or I haven't set it up to easily copy and paste between the two computers. But that doesn't mean it's fine to share links as long as we're not all spamming each other with useless stuff. I find with programming stuff, the ability to share links is actually pretty helpful. So I have it on and it's totally cool. Yeah, this is, I guess, what it kind of looks like, right? That I can imagine being extremely helpful. I sometimes wonder if there can be so much visual clutter with programming, you know, that I wonder if that's a good thing sometimes. But totally, rainbow indent like that would be really helpful. Is this supposed to be at the yellow indent or the purple indent? Are you asking me something or posing a hypothetical? Sorry, I'm not sure what you're getting at here. Let's do this. Load file, source, SVG-CLJ, examples. Oh. I actually have to load file like this. Oh, gotcha. Rather than having to count the marks. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. It's quick visual detail, right? You get nice clear lines. The human brain is good at picking that stuff up, not so good at picking up tiny little dots that you have to count. CLJC. Hey, that loaded. Okay, that's good. So let's try run this. What I'm curious is just to see if this stuff works. the one of the most important questions. Does it work? Dev SVG examples list open basics dot HTML. So oh yeah, there's Phil Murray right there. So for context, for anyone just tuned in or anyone who might have missed it, this is, I'm working on my SVG-CLJ library. So that is this library here. I am working to bring it to a 1.0 release where I feel proud of what I've done. I'm proud of the work I'm doing, but there's work I want to improve on yet. This is a library that you use Clojure to write. You write Clojure code and it produces SVG diagrams. It wraps things in SVG like circles, rectangles, paths, all of the basic elements and tools for creating SVG things. And it just uses Clojure functions to help you do that. The reason for that is, while I use it to make 2D diagrams and things like that, I have, let's see if I have some examples on my site here. I use portions of the SVG library to create little things like this. So I want to, this is a really rough, crappy prototype, but the idea is to be able to make interactive 2D and 3D things that you can use on the web, or, you know, obviously wherever you can use SVG is the idea. This is an older project I did, but it uses the same ideas as well. It's an extremely simple thing. All the code is embedded in the site, and you get SVG graphics here that randomly, it's just a random background generator. Very simple, nothing special with it, to be honest. Kind of cool though. Same thing. So the motivation is technical detailed drawings. Oh, I think there's someone at the door. I have to be right back.